What up, Dirty Grammars? Video29 back with you again, and we are here. It is time. Round 1 is upon us once these dimensions have been fixed up. I was really rushed. Will is actually in Greece right now. I didn't think he was ready to battle. Apparently he is, so the hype is pretty real right now. I'm going to... There he is, I am Monkey Man. Time, dude. Oh my god. I hate this. No, not Mega. I don't like spread. Okay. I just want to make sure everything's set. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. I think I know what he's going to bring. Like, I feel like Magnezone, Altaria, Gyarados, some other stuff. But I'm expecting the big three that I named in my team building video to be here. I'm going to challenge him. I might in the background, I don't know. I'm nervous, man. We're in the chest room. That's me. But yeah, I am a little bit nervous about this. I don't know what he has on his team. Let's take his time. Okay, looking at his team, reminding myself, I think he has to bring probably Cobalion as well, so I'm thinking Meloetta, Cobalion, Magnezone, Mega Altaria, Gyarados, and Typhlosion. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. I could be wrong. He could bring Bayleaf, and that's fine, because I do have answers to Bayleaf. Here we go. He brought... Oh. Alright. So, he did bring the Mega Altaria. Brought Murkrow. Could be his defogger, I suppose. He's doing it on his iPad. Not bad. I think I still want to lead with Tornadus no matter what. So how do I win from this? So Murkrow being there and Gyarados not being there is phenomenal for me. This basically means that my Garchomp, after setting up an SD, can blow through 1, 2, 3 of his team at least. So that's great. Also means that Entei is looking really, really good right now, guys. I can get Entei in. I get stuff like Meloetta, Murkrow, even Superior, and I can really start to put in some work. So, like I said, I'm going to lead Tauntaun. I'm going to see where it takes us. We'll have a bit of lag, but I don't know how that's going to affect our battle. I'm just going to tell him it takes time. He does lead Cobalion, which is fantastic. This is fantastic for me because I do outspeed. And at this stage, I can go straight for Focus Blast, and I'm pretty darn confident Cobalion is gone. Sorry, I just burped and that was really unprofessional. I've just had lunch. It was like some delicious quinoa salad. I'm pretty darn confident that a Tornadus Focus Blast is killing any Cobalion set. It's not. That's if he's running HP. If there's no HP in this Cobalion, it's a chance to kill. I think my best play is easily just going for U-turn here though. If he wants to set up rocks, that's fine. I don't really... Doesn't bother me too much because I do want them up myself because... Oh, are rocks really that important against him now? I mean, he didn't bring like... yeah, it is still important. It is still important. I'm going to go out to Garchomp as I believe he's going to get up his own rocks. He does. This now gives me the opportunity to get up mine, or I can predict his switch. I'm looking at his team and trying to figure out what his switch in is exactly to my Garchomp. He could run the HP Ice on Cobalion, which would do a decent chunk. He may actually go for something cheeky like Magna Rise. I'm going to go for Rocks here, as I can live in HP Ice. I know I can easily. And he is just going to get Altaria. I was really considering doing a different play there, but since he didn't bring Magnezone, Sizzle is a fantastic Pokemon for our team right now, and at this point, it's the 50-50. He will either Mega Evolve in DD, or he will just stay in this form. I don't want to risk anything. I'm just gonna go out to Sizzle. I feel like he's gonna DD, but I can't risk shit. He's actually gonna double into Superior. Alright. I do have Tornadus, which can just come in, and I will outspeed any Superior set, even if he goes to HP Fire. And the best thing about Tornadus T in this battle is his only real switch in for a Tornadus T move, especially Sludge Wave, might be Cobalion, but after Rocks, I don't know. I don't know if Cobalion's going to be a switch in. Meloetta can't deal with too much. I'm feeling good about this matchup for the fact that he didn't actually bring Zone, and I didn't really bring so much to deal with Zone. But I'm actually really happy. I don't mind that Rocks are up. Like, it's annoying for Entei, but Entei is going to clean up late game. I can see basically everything except maybe Cobalion being dealt with by Entei. I'm going to go into Taunt because I expect the HP Fire. He ends up missing a Leaf Storm. I don't know how much that matters to this battle, but what I am going to do here is I think he's going to expect me to want a Sludge Wave, and I'm thinking he may want to go into Meloetta, and I think my best play might just be going for the knockoff, as if he does end up hitting me with a Leaf Storm, it won't really do that much, and if he does go for the Glare, I do have Heal Bell. So I'm going to fire for the knockoff, as he ends up going into Murkrow, which is also fantastic, because that means no Eviolite for Murkrow. As he may just choose to default here, I'm going to fire up a U-turn, and I'm totally fine if he defaults, because honestly, defaulting is better for me in this matchup. Rocks actually hurt me more at this stage, so I am a-okay with him defaulting. If he decides to T-Wave my Tornadus, that is totally fine, because I get the free switch out to my Florges, and the other thing is, he doesn't yet. This is fine, because he doesn't, I get fully powered, that doesn't really matter too much. But if I can get out to Florges, he actually doesn't have anything to stop Florges either. Like, Fairy power is looking pretty strong. Foul Play has a huge amount, but I can get off the U-turn, which is brilliant because I can go out to Florges. Now, I think he knows that the Moonblast is coming. I'm going to go for the Heal Bell, I'm going to go for the Aromatherapy first. If he taunts me here, that is fine because I get a free Moonblast the next turn, but Aromatherapy I feel is more important. He does taunt, that is totally fine by me that he does that. It's more health back to this thing. I can easily go back into Tauntee and do some regenerating shenanigans if I need to. Plus, I can always come back in with my Florges against different Pokemon, such as Superior, and get off the Heal Bell, allowing Tauntee to come in and then finish off Superior from that range with Sludge Wave. So I'm going to fire for Moonblast here, as he will T-Wave this too. Moonblast will kill the Murkrow though, so Murkrow putting in work. But the first kill of our Pokepals World Championship actually goes to Titania, the Florges, who I didn't expect to see get the first kill. Obviously, Heal Belling with that thing is going to be crucial later on. I feel like he may go in 8. He actually goes up. I am really surprised by this. He'd have to DD. Is he risking me missing Moonblast? I'm just going to go straight for the Moonblast, as if he Mega Evolves and goes straight for the return, that's a fine play, but he may have just misclicked, I'm not sure. No, he goes for the sub. He's hoping for a full power. I don't know if he's going to get it. That's a really risky strat. My taunt is over now, but I'm not going to try and play around with any threats here. I'm going to go straight for another Moonblast. I can't afford to have this thing subbing up on me, and if it switches out now, I believe Altaria has now been put in range for Entei's E-Speed, which is huge. He does return, hopefully no full power. Unfortunately, I will get fully paralyzed, and that may force him to consider going for the sub. I'm going to pull a switch out to my Scizor, and probably going to go straight for the U-turn, as I don't think he's going to want to stay in with Altaria. He actually doubles into 8 now. I'm really impressed by his plays here with the switches, but unfortunately, unless he has HP Ice on Ape, Garchomp will be able to come in. I'm not really appreciating the amount of damage the Sizzle's taking, but then again, since its main job right now is to beat Meloetta and Altaria, I think it should be okay. Plus, with Roost, all I gotta do is really get rid of Superior and Infernape, and I can put in work. He will U-turn, and that's gonna take some clean damage because of that. Now, the issue at this stage for me, guys, is actually that Superior. Thanks to that full paralysis on Florges, Superior has become a major threat that I don't exactly 100% have an answer for. Unless he goes into it now and I go for the detail, I don't really have much of a check to it. He does go into it now. This is the threat, okay? This is the actual threat. He can Leaf Storm here, and if I bring in Tornadus Therian, I can take one Leaf Storm fine, but the second one, God no. So I think my best play here, although I don't really want to take a Deep Pulse because my special defense isn't that great, I have to stay in with Garchomp here and get off the Dragon Tail, because if I can live the hit that Superior goes for, it means that Superior comes back in after taking the detail damage on Rocks, which should be enough then for Entei or Sizzle to kill it. So I have to go for the detail. As I do eat up that Leaf Storm, I need to hit this detail real quick. I do hit the detail. That is brilliant. Altaria comes in. I am running enough speed on Garchomp to outspeed this Altaria. I will fire off an EQ, and we will be able to outspeed this thing by 2 points, and I'm hoping the EQ... I don't have any attack investment, but I am a Garchomp with like base 130 attack, so I'm hoping he's not running bulky Altaria. And this EQ will do the job. Rocky Balboa fast enough to kill the Mega Altaria. That is huge. That is huge. Okay. In comes Superior again. Now, at this stage, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my Garchomp because it still has use. One thing that doesn't actually serve any more purpose to my team is Florges. So I'm going to sack off Florges here to the Leaf Storm, allowing my Entei to come in and clean up the Superior. And then from there, I think he might go Cobalion, and then I can double into Garchomp. But basically, we're in a really, really good spot. We're in a really good spot. Murkrow is gone. Tornadus T has lost a bit of its usability, so that is another Pokemon that I can sack if need be, but Superior is going to fire off the Leaf Storm. It doesn't actually kill me, but that is also okay, because he may try and synthesize something. I'm going to Aromatherapy on the chance that maybe he goes for something silly. I don't know what he's going to do. I'm going to Aromatherapy on the chance that he does something silly, like he decides to Synthesis right now. He decides to Giga, that's fine, that's totally fine. At this point, an Adamant E-Speed from Entei is pretty... Yeah, it's definitely killing. Yeah. Life Orb E-Speed from Entei is definitely killing this thing. I'm not going to try and play any prediction games predicting Cobalion to come in, because honestly I don't need to. I know that Banded E-Speed is enough to kill Superior. If he wants to preserve it, he can switch it out, and that is totally fine by me that he goes out to Cobalion, because I can weaken that thing further with Garchomp. And at this stage, another Pokemon that should actually really come clutch could be Choice Scarf Rotom. I'm not running enough speed to outspeed Superior, but it will possibly let me outspeed Cobalion and Meloetta. I think I want to try and trick with Rotom at some point onto the Superior, because if I can get that thing to be Choice Scarf, it will allow my Sizzle to beat it if it decides to lock itself into Leaf Storm, so that could be critical for me. But at this stage, guys, things are looking okay. Superior is weakened. Meloetta hasn't seen any play yet, but I do have a Sizzle in the back to deal with it. Cobalion is a bit of an issue. Again, I have Sizzle plus Chomp, and there is also Ape in the back, but it is weakened to the point where I think Choice Scarf Rotom can get the job done. He is taking his time with this play. I'm nervous. I think he's calculating whether my attack will kill. I know that an Entei's E-Speed is ridiculously strong, especially since Entei has to be Adamant, so I know this is definitely killing Superior. Superior doesn't have the best physical defense. I can even show you on the calc right now. Like, Entei, all-out attacker, with the E-Speed against Superior. They only have the dual screen set, which is so stupid. It doesn't run HP. You can see E-Speed is easily a kill, unless that is banded. It is banded. We need to check Life Orb. This is kind of worrying me now. But Life Orb E-Speed is definitely doing enough to kill the thing. So he knows that he's dying here, so he has to figure out. He does go Cobalion, which is a really good play, obviously. I think he has to be running speed on Cobalion, so my safest play at this stage is just going into either Garchomp or Tornadus Therian. At this point, I almost want to go Tornadus Therian because I know Sizzle can beat Cobalion one-on-one, but I think I think Taunty could not only take the close combat, but could do something afterwards. And I could even sack it to get Rotom in against Cobalion if I really need to. It allows me to get a trick off, which would be kind of clutch right now. So I think I want to save Garchomp, because if I can get a little bit more damage on that Infernape, it just makes Entei's job easier. But then again, damage on Cobalion would be great too. Actually, I can come back in with this against Cobalion whenever I want. So I can sack this, then I can kill something with Garchomp, that's true. He ends up having, oh my god, he's a special set. He missed, that's huge. That could be huge. I am paralyzed, so what I am going to do here, that miss doesn't really matter too much because I probably would have ate it, but I'm going to U-turn here, hoping that maybe he tries to switch. He Volt Switches, we lived that, that's amazing. Tornadus T is showing its bulk, and it also means that anything that comes in is not going to appreciate first rocks, and then the U-turn that's coming. Superior will die, Meloetta will take a huge chunk of damage, and if Meloetta comes in, things are interesting. Okay, he goes in Ape, that's amazing. He does go Ape, it takes a decent chunk of damage. I think what I want to do here is just go straight into my Rotom. I think Rotom is definitely my best play here because at this stage, his switch in for Hydros is severely weakened, and what I would really like to do at this point is just fire off a trick, because I feel like he may try and go into his Meloetta, but I also think my better play is just going straight for the Volt Switch, as he may try and CC just to get damage. I think because I am Choice Scarf, I don't know if a Choice Scarf Volt Switch will kill from here, I don't really have too much special attack. But it'll do a decent chunk, and if I do go for the Volt Switch here, I may just sack off my Tornado Therian. Yeah. Looking like the play I want to make. Because I am running defense on this Rotom, the close combat from Infernape should not kill. He can go out to Superior, but I just get the Volt Switch off into my Sizzle, and that thing's going to die. If he goes out into Meloetta, again I can go out to Sizzle. He decides to U-turn. That is totally fine. Honestly, anything coming in here is a win for me. This Volt Turn core is starting to put in some really good work. Infernape, as I said, is in E-speed range. Basically, his whole team will lose to Entei once Cobalion goes down. Anyway, I'm able to get off the Volt Switch, and this is a big turn, because I don't know if he's running max speed Meloetta. I don't think he would, so the temptation is to go straight into Entei now and click Sacred Fire. But it is a really big risk, and I think I want to make my safer play at this stage. I don't think he's going to be running max speed. I really don't. And even at that stage, I might be able to eat up an HP Fire, but I think going into Sizzle here and going for the U-turn is easily my best possible play. He may predict the knockoff and go into Cobalion, which would be incredibly good because it'll allow me to either go into Rotom and then just go from there, or to go into my Tornado Therian, and again, like I said, maybe sack it at that point. I really want to go into Garchomp, but I am fearing the HP Ice. So at this stage, I am going to Mega Evolve and U-turn. I am only running enough speed to outspeed Magnezone. So if he is running max speed Meloetta, he could outspeed me here. That is the fear. That's why I didn't want Entei though, because Entei is a lot more important. At this stage, Entei kills Superior and Infernape. So all that is left for me to deal with, guys, is that Cobalion. Okay, he is disconnected. It's fine. He will come back. It is all good. I just want to kind of break down. He will come back. It's fine. He's just disconnected for a second. So Superior at the health it's at, currently chilling at 38. That will die to an E-speed. Ape will die to an E-speed. Meloetta, if it stays in, will die to U-turn. So basically, all I'm trying to do, guys, at this point of the battle, is weaken his Cobalion. That is the end game right now for me. Is if I can weaken his Cobalion enough, or you know, subsequently have like Garchomp come in and end up killing it, then that's huge. I think Rotom also has enough special defense to hit. I think Entei, at this point, Entei cannot take a hit. I don't want it to anyway. So I'm going to Mega Evolve here. I'm just going to go straight for the U-turn. I'm not going to try and play any games. I am hoping I outspeed this Meloetta, as maybe he won't expect me to be running speed on my Mega Sizzle. I'm not sure what he's going to expect. It's all good, man. It's all good. Dude, this Cobalion's the thing. Man, that power on... That full paralysis on Florges against Altaria was the thing that killed me. Yep. I don't know, it wasn't against... I don't know who it was against, but... That full power sucked. He does go Cobalion, so I can Mega Evolve now, which is also good because Scizor becomes another thing that can actually take on Cobalion, because I do have enough for death, so I can threaten him out with the super power. And at this stage, I think Meloetta will just die to that too, so... I think I want to go Rotom, because Rotom does nothing against the rest of his team. I think I want to go Rotom here, because what I want to do is fire off a trick. Because if I can live his hit, and I can trick the Cobalion, I think I can play around whatever move it goes for and beat it. I think that's how I want to play it. I think it's my safe play, because he could go into Meloetta too. And being able to trick that would be nice. I don't know, I feel like it's either Volt Switch or Hydro here, actually. If I'm being honest. I don't know if he's running max speed. I could Pain Split, that's stupid. I think I have the trick. I really do think I have the trick here. He does go for Focus Blast, it does connect. I am going to trick him here. And the reason I'm doing this is because, see, Rotom can come back in after lefties, which will allow me to get a Pain Split off against Meloetta if I want to. But what I'm actually going to do, guys, at this point in time, although it sounds like a stupid idea, I'm actually going to possibly sack my Rotom Wash, because if he keeps himself in here and locks himself into Focus Blast, that allows me to come back in with Sizzle and get off a clean roost. And at this stage, I think Ape will die to a BP from that range. Superior definitely does, and Meloetta can't come in, so I think it's going to be a free roost. So at this point, I'm going to go for the Volt Switch and hope he misses. Okay, he decides to lock himself into that. I forgot that he could switch up moves afterwards, which sucks. So Rotom will go down. I was tempted to actually go on a Chomp there. At this point though, he has a really tough choice to make, because anything that comes in will lose to an Entei E-Speed. I'm just hoping he doesn't go Ape. If he goes Ape, I have to go Chomp. I don't really want to do that, because, see, Cobalion is the real big threat. The thing that beats it on my team right now is Mega Sizzle. So if he goes into Meloetta, or he goes into Superior, I go into Mega Sizzle, and we're good. I think making this thing Choice Scarf was good though, because it means that if it comes in, if it's the last Pokemon he has, I can definitely do something to it. But Cobalion is the thing. Everything else in the team, I'm not worried about. I can beat it. It is just Cobalion at this stage that is slightly worrying me. And I don't know. Don't know, guys. Flash Cannon probably kills Garchomp from there. He does go Meloetta, which is amazing. It really is. Because at this stage, I don't know if he's running HP Fire. That's the thing that's making me wonder if I should go into Mega Sizzle or not. Because honestly, I could go into Garchomp, probably kill it with EQ. I could go into Entei and definitely get a kill with Sacred Fire. But it means that I have to switch out Entei again when Cobalion comes in, and I need Entei at the end. So I'm either going into Garchomp or going for the... I can't do that. I have to go Sizzle. And the question is whether a Sizzle Superpower will kill. Mega Sizzle, we're running 124, 125, 124 attack against... I'm assuming this is AV Meloetta, guys. I'm assuming. So knockoff does a good amount, but we don't have knockoff. We are going to use Superpower. Superpower does 41.1 to 48.6%, and then after that we'll get to -1. So that combination of moves would kill, and I can sack Taunty as well. It is super risky though, because if I do this play, I lose my best Cobalion check, possibly. It is really risky. This is the turn that could make or break it for me, guys, because I genuinely think, at this stage, I'm gonna need Sizzle healthy to beat his Cobalion, but I don't know if he's running HP Fire on Meloetta. He knows Meloetta will die to a U-turn. I think he's already established that, and so he knows Meloetta as well can take hits from other Pokemon. I don't know whether he wants to sack it or not. I really don't. I think... because I'm still thinking. Okay, I need to... I want to predict the switch into Cobalion, but I think my best play, guys, is to U-turn into my Garchomp. I think I have to. Yep, I have to. I have to do it. I just gotta U-turn here, guys. I really do. Sizzle's gonna be at kind of shitty amount of health. Cobalion just, man. I shouldn't have tricked it. I shouldn't have tricked Cobalion. I really should have just gone for the Hydro with Rotom, or the Volt Switch out to Sizzle at that stage. Tricking it was a bit of a choke, perhaps. He's trying to click a move, but it's not clicking. Yeah, I was just going to tell him to refresh the page, which is probably what he's doing now. I am really worried, guys. I really am. At this stage, my only chance is if Garchomp can dodge the Focus Blast, maybe, or Sax Meloetta here. What does that mean? I think I just go into Taunty. So he joins again. I genuinely think at this stage I've lost, because I don't think Sizzle can take the Focus Blast. Cobalion. We'll say it's can't set, but you know what I mean. Against this Mega Sizzler, we don't run any Speed Death. We do run that much HP. Focus Blast, this by itself is doing 44.6 to 52.7. Alright, I have to U-turn. I have to hope maybe he stays in. I don't know what he's saying, by the way. I don't understand what he's saying. This gibberish. I really need him to maybe stay in with Meloetta, and then we just pray. That's all we can do. He does go out to Superior to sack it, so Scarlet gets the kill. At this stage, after rocks, we may live a hit from Cobalion. I think what I have to do... I don't want to chomp. What does he do? He goes in an 8. His sack's 8. And that's not good, because Garchomp could possibly be a factor. Doesn't have anywhere near the depth of Scizor, but... If I go into Tornadus, I think he goes into Infernape or into Meloetta. He doesn't need to risk Cobalion. Alright, what we have to do is next time Meloetta's in, we have to roost with Scizor. We're gonna go this. We're gonna go Taunty. And we're gonna see what happens. And we're gonna hope he actually... What I'm actually hoping for is he goes into Cobalion and kills me. Because then I'm hoping he goes into Meloetta. And if he goes into Meloetta, we have a chance. What I'm actually gonna do... Ooh, that's what I might do. I'm gonna play it really risky on this turn, guys. Okay, and I think this is worth the risk. I am going to aggressively switch into my Garchomp. Now the reason I am doing this is because he may go for the Volt Switch, and that means that then I get a free turn to kill one of his other 2 Pokemon. And that could be big. And then I can sack Taunty, come in with Scizor, and I think we can do it. And if he ends up going for the Flash Cannon and killing my Garchomp, that is fine, because it lets me get in with Scizor and get the free roost that I need to probably win. So I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to try and predict him here. He does Focus Blast, and it connects. Shit. That is not what I was hoping for. So now we're in a really sticky predicament. That's going to come in and take 6%. No, it's not. It's going to take 12% from rocks. My god. 12% of rocks makes that 39%, meaning if he hits every single Focus Blast from here, he will win. So... the only chance I have... I think AV Taunty can actually... That's so stupid that AV Taunty can take one, though. I think Assault Vest Tornadus can take one. And so he knows that, and so he's gonna have to switch. That is insane that I can take one of those, though. He will have to switch. I think I still Focus Blast. Regardless of what comes in, I have to Focus Blast. Because if Meloetta comes in against Scizor, I can eat up the Psyshock, and then I can get off the Roost, which lets me still beat Cobalion. I'm actually shaking. I'm gonna go for the Focus Blast. He connects. It kills? No way. Are you kidding me? How does Tornadus not... Oh, hold on. No, wait. Focus Blast does 18.6. Oh, why are you giving me all this HP? That's unnecessary. It's definitely a kill then. There's only one way I can win, guys, and it's such a shit way. I basically... like, only way I can win is if you miss Focus Blast. Because if he misses Focus Blast with Cobalion against Entei, then Entei will just win it. That's the thing. I have to risk it. I have to risk it. If Entei can connect with the Focus Blast, if he misses Focus Blast, then I win from here because Entei will outspeed Meloetta and E-Speed will kill Infernape. It's such a shit way to win. I think I've just lost my first round, guys. I genuinely do think I've just lost my first round. Just that power on floor just killed it for me. If I wasn't powered, then Tornado Therian would have just ripped apart his team. Okay, we're gonna have to pray. Let's go. He doesn't miss. So now, we have to hope he misses this one. And we get off the roost. It's the only way. You have to hope he misses and we get off the roost. He doesn't miss. So he connects with every single Focus Blast. How many Focus Blasts did you hit? Does it say how many were used? Can we say like Ash, PP, Focus Blast? That power actually just ruined my day. If I got off the heal bell, oh sorry, the aromatherapy, also Florges would have been able to outspeed so much on his team. Not so much. Would have been able to outspeed Meloetta, maybe. But I could have at least done something. You know what I mean? You'll save it. I'm not going to get into this too much. I'm not going to, like, you know, dwell on it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you missed 1 out of 6. Which is fair enough, I guess. This is how we started last time. Last time I came first in the GBA. In the GBA we were doing. At that stage, I lost my first round match due to hacks. And I came back to win it, so... I will debrief afterwards on how the game went. Everyone's going to grill me for it. And that's the thing I don't like, is with this GBA. Not GBA! PokePowers World Cup. I do like the people that are in it. What I don't like is how a lot of people can be supportive and say like, oh, you know, bad luck. But they'll be like, message you like, oh, you know, why did you lose? Why are you so shit? And, like, who wants to hear that? Like, Will played better than I did, so Will won. Sure, maybe the paralysis mattered. Maybe it did. Maybe I should have played smarter. I don't know. That play with Cobalion was the thing though. I don't know how much Rotom would have done. I really don't. I also don't know. I'm going to do this off screen. What I just wanted to do was see how much my Entei's E-Speed should have done to Cobalion, so I could know whether it was physically defensive or not. Because if it was physically defensive, Cobalion, then I could have killed it with Garchomp. So I'm going to check that out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know if there's any questions you want to ask me in the post-match press conference. But yeah, we are currently 0-1 for the season. Did not go to plan, obviously, and we're going to just have to dust ourselves off. Come back next week and try and do better, but I'm really just like, that sucked. Anyway, we got Charles next week, and he's running Magneton, so again, I'll probably bring like almost the exact same team preparing for some crazy shit like that, but whatever. Anyway, guys, video 29, signing out.